Today we're checking out the brand new expansion pack Snowy Escape for The Sims 4. I'm interested in the lifestyles and also if this pack is going to add more gameplay for family and generational players like me. Today I'm starting with the Akiyama family, one of the 3 pre-made families that came with Snowy Escape. I want to apologize right up front for the butchering of these Japanese names. I am American, but I am going to try my best. Here we are in Mount Komorebi. Locals have enjoyed the healing hot springs of Mount Komorebi for centuries. Now, thanks to the modern snow sports resort and Yukimatsu, everyone else can too. The region has become a hotspot for tourists looking for a vacation that's equal parts relaxing and adventurous. With so many new visitors, there have been a lot of changes to the rolling forests that surround Mount Komorebi. Hopefully, the area will be able to maintain the charm that drew so many Sims to it in the first place. So this is going to be a really nice vacation world for my other Sims to visit, but in this video, we're going to be exploring the world by playing one of our pre-made families, the Akiyamas. So they live here in this district called the Sinbamachi. God, I'm so sorry. I'm going to keep apologizing for butchering these names. And for once, with The Sims 4, we actually have backstories that are really true. The Akiyamas moved away from the hustle and bustle of the city to the quiet town where Kato was raised. The commute will be a sacrifice, but Jenna and Kato hope the close-knit community and beautiful natural atmosphere of the region will be worth it. Kato was surprised at the recent news that his childhood sweetheart, Megami Ito, has also moved back to Mount Komorebi. He'd love nothing more to leave the past in the past, but the pieces of his broken teenaged heart are still tender. I'm gonna start with relationships because I'm really excited about this. They actually did make Kato have a relationship with his old high school sweetheart or his old childhood sweetheart. And she has a sentiment. She feels wronged by Kato, and being around Kato will remind Megami of that pain. Now, she's already remarried, but that doesn't stop her from still feeling the pain of a previous relationship. Now, I also use wonderful whims, as you can probably tell here, and Kato still thinks that she is very attractive, but their relationship right now, it's just very awkward. Now let's talk about the Sims themselves. So this is Kato. His aspiration is Mount Komorebi Sightseer. This is one of the new aspirations that came with the expansion pack. I am not a fan of these location-based aspirations. They almost feel like tutorials, and they're pretty much useless once you've played them through. But I guess since the Sim already lives here in Mount Komorebi, this won't be too bad. If you're new to my channel, I play the Sims a little bit differently than other people you may have seen on YouTube. I play with a wants-based, or in Sims 4, whims-based playstyle, which means I don't force my Sims to do things that they don't want to do or that they don't do autonomously. That means our Sims may never achieve their aspirations if they don't want to do the things that they must do to achieve them. That means that some of my Sims never achieve their aspirations and they never make it to the top of their careers, because what fun is that? Not everyone's a winner in my game. So it'll be interesting to see if we have new whims and if our Sims get whims to do some of these things in Mount Komorebi. If they don't, my entire playstyle is busted, so cross your fingers. Kato works in the Salaryman career, which is the new career we got with this expansion pack, and he is level 5 expert. He makes 61 simoleons an hour. He has a level 5 skill in rock climbing, so it looks like he's already been hitting the mountains. He is a proper Sim, so this is a new trait that came with the expansion, and this is one of my favorite new traits that we've gotten in a while, because this one could actually be useful in any world for any Sim, and it doesn't only have to be used in this world. I really dislike the location-specific traits and aspirations. So proper Sims tend to disapprove of other Sims' improper behavior, such as mean or mischievous socials, but find themselves happier in formal outfits and have a much easier time with friendly and romantic socials. He also has adventurous, which is another new personality trait, the second one that we got with this expansion. It says these Sims seek out new and unique experiences. I'm not sure exactly how that's going to translate to gameplay or what really that means when you're playing, so we'll have to see. I hope that means that he'll get more whims for adventure, but I'm not hopeful. Okay, he's also outgoing, and he has a couple of reward traits. For charismatic crooner, these Sims have mastered charismatic vocal tones that help them get along better with coworkers. These tones may even help with their singing ability. He is also chopstick savvy, so he has mastered the use of chopsticks. Because I use Woohoo Wellness, my Sims tell me if they want to have children or not, and this Sim would be happy to have a child at this time in his life. Now, our Sims right now don't have any lifestyles, but I am excited to see what lifestyles that they're going to be working towards in their lifetime. So we have sedentary, energetic, we've got a couple that are hidden, close-knit, people person, indoorsy, outdoorsy, health food nut, junk food fiends, adrenaline seeker, workaholic. Kato's wife's name is Jenna, and she has her snow gear on, so we can't really see her that well. I'm gonna have her change into her everyday outfit. Okay, now we can see her better, and she is quite cute. Also, I need to go into Create a Sim and give everybody some eyelashes. But right now, let's look at her personality. So she also has the Mount Komorebi sightseer aspiration. She works as a salaryman as well, but she is a supervisor at level 6. She has a level 4 snowboarding skill and a level 4 rock climbing skill, so it looks like she's already been hitting the slopes over there. She is a perfectionist, loves the outdoors, and she's active. She is neutral to being pregnant right now, so she doesn't really care one way or the other. She's also chopstick savvy and a charismatic crooner. Let's check out the children. They have a little boy and a little girl. So their little boy's name is Taku and their little girl is Miki. Taku is an artistic prodigy. He is an art lover and he has also mastered chopsticks. And Miki is a social butterfly. She is a bit of a goofball, and she's also chopstick savvy. Now that we've been introduced to the family, let's take a tour of their home. These houses are so lovely, and I just have to say, the whole world is beautiful. There's a lot of deco buildings that you can't touch or build on, and that's a little bit disappointing, but the view from the playable lots is just gorgeous. So they live in a modest little 2-story with a lovely garden out in the back. On the first floor, we have the bedrooms, one for the parents and one for each child, and a bath. Downstairs, we have a living area, kitchen, and dining room, and the dining room has a kotatsu and a hot pot. I can't wait for my family to use these. That's going to be fun. And then we have another full bath down here as well. Our little one wants to admire art, so I'm going to have him come in and admire this painting. And I'd like to watch as the family comes inside so we can see if they're going to take their shoes off. So this is a new feature that came with the expansion pack, is the family will be taking their shoes off when they come inside. And I believe there's a sign somewhere on the lot. Okay, so here he goes. Oh no, he decided not to take his shoes off. So shoes schmooze. Whether Taku forgot or doesn't care, it's bold to keep the shoes on. So he's being a little rebellious. He's not going to take his shoes off today. I'm going to bring the rest of the family inside to start working on their whims. Right now, nobody has any whims to do anything out in the world. But first, let's see if Mom takes her shoes off. Yep, she took her shoes off. So the animation, it's a little questionable, right? It just swirls around and their shoes come off. I really wish they would have at least bent down or put their arm down towards their foot. Make it look a bit more realistic, but at least they take their shoes off at all, I guess. Kato's out here talking to his kid, and apparently he is quite bored by whatever drivel she's telling him. So he wants to play video games, but he also wants to go for a jog. So we're going to have him go jogging, and I think this will be a really nice way for us to see some of the environment. I do have seasons, so it is spring, and it's early spring, so the trees don't really have all their leaves on them right now. But it's still just absolutely lovely out here. The parents don't have to go to work today. This will be a good day for them to get out and explore, but we'll just wait and see what they want to do. It's still pretty early in the day on Sunday, but Kato is quite bored, and both of the kids want to level up their motor skill. I think this might be a really good time to take the family to the park. So we're going to travel over to Hanamagawa Koen. Hanamagawa... I'm so sorry. We're going to travel over to Hanamagawa Koen. We're going to take the whole family, but we're not going to take the ex-girlfriend. Okay, here we are at the park. What a cute little place right in the middle of town. The kids can play on the monkey bars to work on their motor skills, which I'm going to lock those in. They're both embarrassed. I don't know what they're so embarrassed about. Oh, not because he didn't take his shoes off and then he got embarrassed. Then just take your shoes off, kid. What's wrong with you? I think my Sims are trying to woohoo at the park because I just got this pop-up that says woohoo without protection. And I didn't do anything, and there's no choices. Why is there a rogue toddler just walking around the park? Like, I don't know where this kid came from. She has no parents. She has no parental supervision. She's just here. This is adorable, though. I clicked on the monkey bars and had them play together. Well, Kata wants to have his first woohoo with his wife. So this is a really weird... I don't think it's a bug, but I think it's something that they've overlooked in The Sims 4. If you create 2 Sims and create a Sim, even if they're married and have children, the game still won't register that they've had their first woohoo or their first kiss. So he wants to have his first woohoo with his wife, who he already has 2 kids with. But whatever, I'm just going to take that to mean that they want to have a woohoo. Kato jogged very far away from his family, and now he wants to call someone on the phone. So I'm gonna get a little bit weird and have him call up his ex-girlfriend and be like, hey, you know that I just moved to town. Right next to you. I know it's super awkward. I just wanted to let you know I was here. It's getting kind of late in the day, so the family's going home. They had a nice day at the park. They met some new people. Got to work on their motor skills, which the kids wanted to do. Back at home, Kato and Jenna are gonna have their first woohoo. So he's propositioning her. Looks like she's saying yes, and they're gonna head upstairs to do their business. No protection was used. If my Sims do not want to have a child, I will allow them to use condoms or birth control, but because one of my Sims would be happy to have a child and the other one doesn't care, then they're not using any protection. It's about 5 p.m. now and it's time for dinner, so we're gonna use the hot pot. Let's see, we're gonna do hot pot with others and we're gonna choose sukiyaki. Okay, and everybody's starting to sit down at the kotatsu and we're getting the hot pot going. Okay, it looks like the hot pot is done and they're starting to eat. I really do like this. And that they all sit down together. It went really smoothly. They all came to the table at the same time. So far, I'm not seeing anything weird. They're eating with their chopsticks because all of these Sims have mastered chopsticks. Uh-oh, I guess that was a little spicy for Miki. I hope it doesn't take an eternity for them to sit here and eat. They seem to be eating more and not talking as much, so that's good. So they do refill their bowls after they have one bowl. So I guess we're gonna have to stop them because they're all full. We're coming to the end of our first day playing this family. I'm a little bit disappointed that they didn't get any kind of whims to go rock climbing or skiing or anything like that. I was kind of hoping they would since they lived in this world. But I guess we'll just wait and see what tomorrow brings. It's Monday morning now, about 4:30 in the morning, and little Miki has woken up and she's hungry, so I send her down to get some breakfast. And I realize when you click on the fridge, we now have a new option called utensil preference. So you can choose prefer steel chopsticks, plastic chopsticks, plain wood, lacquered wood, or a fork. I am starting to suspect that this pack did not include any new whims. And I know that that has happened before, specifically with Island Living and Realm of Magic. They didn't add any new whims to the game, and I'm kind of thinking Snowy Escape doesn't have any either. This is really disappointing for a player like me because I enjoy once-based gameplay. I like to let my Sims do the things that they choose to do. And if they don't choose to do any of the things that came with the new pack, then how am I ever going to experience those without forcing them? So this is a big disappointment for me, and if you are also a once-based player, I think you're also going to be disappointed. I'm going to keep playing and see if I get anything, but so far I've seen nothing related to any of the new content. Oh, I think we just got a sentiment as well. Aw, Taku's sentiments about Jenna, adoring. Taku just wants the best for Jenna and thinks she is so wonderful. That's really sweet. He came and asked her for some advice. She gave him some advice and then he decided that he adores her. Haku and Miki just got home from school. They both want to do their homework, so it's a couple hours before their parents get home. I'm going to have them work on their homework, and then we'll see about maybe sending them out to do something. I'm really afraid I'm going to have to force them to do anything because of the whim situation. But look how cute they are doing their homework on the kotatsu. Well, Jenna got home from work, and we're still getting the same generic whims. I really hoped that somebody would want to go mountain climbing, want to go skiing, or want to go snowboarding, even want to go hiking, but we've got nothing. She just wants to use a workout machine, enthuse about interests, and chat. Same thing with the kids, the same old whims that they always get. Our kids are home from work, and Miki here desperately needs to have some fun. I am gonna stretch it big time and send her up to the snow slopes to have some fun because she's obviously not gonna roll any whims to do that, and the only way I'm gonna get my Sims up there is to just force them to go. I have to be honest with you, I'm feeling very disappointed at this point in this Let's Play. I had hoped for better gameplay, and it just feels exactly the same as it did before. Yeah, we have the sentiments, and a few of them have popped up so far, but it hasn't felt like it's really added anything overall. I think the sentiments do help whenever you have situations like cheating and like the situations in my previous video, but just for family gameplay like this, it doesn't feel like it helps enough. Anyway, let's go see if we can possibly have some fun by sending Miki skiing or snowboarding. I sent Miki up to the bathhouse on the mountain, which looked like it was the only place I could actually send a Sim. The only other things up here were like rental places. So I'm gonna have her go to the top of the slopes somehow. I think I just have to click on something and she's gonna teleport there. Yeah, ride to top. So I click ride to top, but she's not really gonna ride. Sorry to get your hopes up, but she's not really gonna ride. She's gonna teleport. She's running up to the building where you're supposed to get into the ski lifts, and she's going inside, and now she's just at the top. That's it. 1 second teleport. Like, at least they should let you, like, follow one of these up and just pretend she's on it, but nothing. No animations at all. The Sim just teleports up to the top. That's disappointing. Same thing with the shoe animations. It's like they couldn't take just the little bit of extra time to make it more realistic. I mean, the animations are really the most important part of the game, right? They are what represent what is happening in your Sim's life. If we don't have animations, we might as well just have a text game. Okay, so Miki is going skiing on the easy slope. Once again, the world is absolutely gorgeous. I love the glitter in the snow. She got some loner skis. But there's no snow depth, and that's a little disappointing. But I can live with that. I mean, that's not a killer for me. I'm trying to see her and I can't. There we go. But you guys can't see her. There we go. So I'm not controlling her at all. She is just doing this on her own. I don't have my hand on the mouse at all. So she's just skiing down. And that was it. I mean, it's pretty cool. I like skiing. It would be a nice addition to the game if the rest of the game was fun. I'm sorry, I know I sound a little negative right now, but I expected so much more out of this than what I'm getting. Let's keep going. Let's try something else. She didn't even get very much fun from that at all. Okay, let's try it again. And because this time I want to watch her fun and see if it actually goes up. Miki is going to try out snowboarding on an easy slope with low intensity, just to get started. And who's this dude standing all up on her? She got a loner snowboard. It's a little janky. Okay, so once again, I'm not controlling her. She is doing this all on her own. I was kind of hoping that we would have some control over this, kind of like a Cool Borders type of thing, but no, they just go down on their own. I'm trying to get the camera on her so my head's not in the way. And her fun is going up quite a bit from that. It seems like she likes snowboarding more than skiing. Oh, she got a boo-boo. She got injured and actually got an uncomfortable moodlet. I'm sending her down again. Oh my goodness. She's doing tricks and stuff. I'm sending her down again on medium intensity. This one looks a lot more fun and her fun's going up a lot faster too. Come back here. Come back here. She like went over a jump back there. Oh, and she fell again. So she got a boo-boo. Oh no! So I can do better from having an imperfect snowboard run. She needs more practice. She got a boo-boo and she's grungy. So not the greatest. She's a little sad after that, but hey, we got her fun up. So I definitely think the higher intensity you go, the more fun it is to watch them. They like go over jumps and stuff. She's not really good enough to do a high intensity and her needs are getting pretty low, so I'm gonna send her home for the night. I heard that the runs, like the ski and snowboard runs, would be different each time you do them because they're not like on a set path. but I'm not sure if that's true. I'm gonna have to go down several more times to find out. Okay, we got a sentiment tonight. Let's see. Kato has a sentiment about Taku, closer from happy memories. That's sweet. Whenever Miki got home, Kato and Taco were sitting here. Did I just call him Taco? Kato and Taku were sitting here talking and hanging out together, and they got a sentiment. I think I'm just gonna start calling him Taco for fun. Well, Miki, it's just you and me again, honey. Because for some reason, she won't go to school no matter what I do. She didn't go to school. I'm pressing go to school. She won't go to school. So instead, I guess we're gonna go rock climbing, because what the hell else are we gonna do? I gotta make a confession. I'm having a hard time even finishing this video because of the robotic, shallow, repetitive, just plain old unfun gameplay. I feel like when I watch this video back, you're gonna see a slow descent from very excited to trying out the new pack to slowly things are gonna go downhill until I'm just completely and absolutely dejected. And I have a feeling that if you get this expansion pack, that's gonna be your experience too. But just so people cannot say that I didn't give it a chance, that I only care about whims, I'm gonna try to play it a different way. Okay, so instead of going by whims now, I'm just going to force my sim to go out and do the things that are supposedly fun in this world. So we're going to send her rock climbing today since she refuses to go to school. I guess we can go look at some more of the lots. So the bathhouse is a really cool lot. We have hot springs, which at least the kid can get in the hot springs, so we'll go do that. We have 2 teens standing in the hot springs completely clothed. And once again, you don't have to take a shower or anything. You can just get in the hot springs. Like I said in my first review video, that there weren't going to be any rules, and there aren't. These guys have their whole ass outfits on. Just sitting there in your winter coat in the hot springs. Oh, well, she did get embarrassed when she got out from being caught in the hot springs unclean. Okay, so you do get an embarrassed moodlet if you go to the hot springs and you don't shower first, but that's it. And you know how meaningless moodlets are. Kato and Jenna are home from work now, so I'm gonna send them rock climbing instead. First of all, I'm going to order some supplies, which I don't know if they come instantly, but I guess we're gonna find out. And it is automatically in his inventory, so I'm gonna do the same thing for Jenna. Alright, we've made it up to the mountain, and they are going to teleport to the top. I'm no longer even going to say ride to the top. They're both uncomfortable because Kato ate some fruitcake and Jen is on her period, but they decided to go rock climbing anyway because who cares? Not me. I don't care. Not about these Sims. I mean, they don't even open up the door. They just disappear. It's bothersome. But look at that beautiful skyline. And see, we do get some snow depth up here near the mountain. But this is the only place. And I think there's some places up here where you get snow depth as well. Jenna has climbing gear but hasn't equipped it yet. That will increase her chances. Okay, so let's equip her climbing gear. Both of them. No, don't throw it away. Dang, equip it. Alright, so they're climbing up. Looks a little treacherous. Sims can die from falling off of the cliffs, which is, I like that. I like it that there's some kind of risk, which is really rare in this game. It looks like they're gonna make it to the top pretty easily. Okay, we're at the top. Now what? So I know there's like a group climb thing that they can do, but honestly, I'm kind of done. I don't see how that's going to be any more fun. They could woohoo in a cave and then get to the top and build something at the top, I guess. I started out with such high hopes for this pack, especially with the sentiments and lifestyles. As far as the lifestyles go, I saw nothing to do with lifestyles. I've been playing for hours now, and I have seen no evidence of lifestyles in the game whatsoever. So I guess my Sims just didn't do enough of the things required to unlock any of them. Even if my Sims were able to unlock a lifestyle here, I don't think it would be enough to make any difference. I made a video a couple days ago about sentiments and how I was so excited about them and so hopeful that they were going to add the depth that we need to the game, and I was wrong. They didn't. I wanted them to, but they didn't. Even I've been playing a family here, which I enjoy family play. So you have to understand where I'm coming from. My play style might be different from yours. You might love this. This might be the way that you like to play. You just take one sim skiing and rock climbing and you're done and you had a great time. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're the kind of player like me who enjoys family play, legacy style, generational, whole neighborhood, whole world type of play, and you want depth of gameplay, this is not going to be for you. I do not recommend that you get this pack. Sentiments came in the free update. You do not need this pack for them. I would save your money. If you really like the look of the world and the build and buy stuff and you're a builder, wait till it goes on sale. The build and buy mode stuff is really beautiful. And if you just enjoy building and find it relaxing like I do, you might want this pack at some time in the future. I would not pay $40 for it. I haven't even explored everything that it has to offer, and I'm still very disappointed. I didn't even get into lifestyles. I didn't do the group climb, but it's just so shallow. There's nothing to it. I don't care about these Sims. I don't care what happens to them. I don't feel connected to them. They feel just like happy little robots. Even with mods, this I am playing this game fully and completely modded with every mod on my recommended mods list, and it still just feels bad. It just feels bad, man. It just feels bad. I'm not having fun with it. I want to turn it off. I want to go play The Sims 2. If you are looking for deep gameplay, don't look here. Go back, go download The Sims 2. You can get it completely free online, and I highly recommend that you do. Go Google it. Go find it. Go get it. Go play it. All right? You need a couple graphics mods. It's a great game. If you're just looking for pretty graphics, you want to build some houses, you don't care about getting attached to your Sims and their lives, then I guess The Sims 4 could work for you. I personally do not recommend this pack. There's also the vacation part of it, which I didn't even play here, where your Sims can now vacation in any world. Sounds like a cool concept. In reality, still doesn't fix the core problems with the game. The emotions are unbalanced, shallow, meaningless. Even the sentiments can't help with that. The whims are completely worthless, which completely destroys the way that I love to play The Sims. My Sims have no personality of their own. They have no wants and dreams of their own. Instead, I have to force them into every situation, which makes me just not care about them because they don't feel like individual Sims. They don't feel like their own person, so to speak. They just feel exactly the same as every other Sim that I have to force into situations. If you are the type of person who just likes to make machinimas and force your Sims into the stories of your making, maybe you would enjoy this. I don't know. I don't like playing like that, so I don't enjoy it. So before you get into the comments and tell me how I didn't give it a chance or not everybody likes to play like me, believe me, I know that, okay? I'm making this video for my viewers who do like to play like me, and for you, I would say don't waste your money on it. I feel just like sad. I feel sad. I wanted this to work. I wanted The Sims 4 to be good, and it's not. And I've tried so hard. I just keep trying. I keep trying and I keep trying. I tried my gameplay rules. I worked so hard on them for months, and they can't even help the game. It's not the rules. It's not the mods. It is the core of this game, the way that it was built, the way that it was coded. It's never going to be good. I have truly and honestly lost all hope. I will continue to cover anything new that The Sims 4 puts out because I am a Sims channel and that's what I do. And I will tell you honestly how I feel about it. But am I hopeful? No. 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 I've seen a lot of people saying that they wish that The Sims 5 would come out. I'm one of those people. I've tweeted that not too long ago. But now I really, really don't think The Sims 5 is going to be good. I think that the developers, the game devs, the gurus, all of the people actively working on The Sims 4 have lost sight of what makes The Sims magical and what makes it a good game. It started going downhill in The Sims 3, and it really just bit the dust in The Sims 4. It's like they don't care anymore about the simulation mechanics. It's just how much beautiful bullshit can we pump out into this pack to hype people up and make them think it's a good game when it's not. Please go download The Sims 2 for free and save your money. And if you've had a chance to play with Snowy Escape, please leave a comment down below and let me know how you feel about it. Do you agree with me? Do you like this? And if you do, please tell me why. Please. I need to know. And if you don't like it, tell me why as well. My name is Cindy, and I will see you with a new video. God knows what kind of content I'm gonna make next, because Sims 4 is running dry. But I will see you with a new video very soon. Thank you so much for watching.